Hello! Woohoo!
Welcome to my E3 2019 coverage, and this is my favorite time of the year. It's a perfect time to be a gamer, and if you guys have never heard of E3 before, it's basically the expo with just all gaming related. Just even if you like whatever game that you play, battle royales or just any video game that you like, whether it doesn't matter which platform that you play on, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, mobile, or PC, or whatever other games that you like to play out there, whatever it may be your forte or a cup of tea or whatever you like to play out there on what other games, regardless of what you play today. It's the perfect time to really get to find out what's coming out for the rest of the year and into the next, as we get ready for the next generation of systems and the next generation of gaming, and to take us to the future and games that you probably want to get into for a new series, something that you want to try for that you never played before, which you always wanted to. It's just that time of the year now, and I like this because I like these type of videos because I get to share with you guys and just talk about everything that's gonna come out and just every press conference. So it's gonna be a lot. And this is only one EA Play or Electronic Arts EA's press conference today for 2019 to kick off the E3. So we got a lot tomorrow, the next day, and the next day, and then some other conferences like Devolver Digital I'll be talking about. Not many people out there probably will be just covering it because they don't get on the schedule. They don't make an appearance on there. So they're going to be taking place tomorrow along with Xbox's or Microsoft's press conference along with Bethesda. See if they can bounce back from that Fallout 76. But let's get into the recap, and everything that I'm going to do differently in this particular video is everything that they talked about. I'm going to list in the description, not even just the game titles, just some extra details that I was able to find out and gather as they talked about each individual game. So we're going to start with Star Wars Jedi Fallen, or the Fallen Order. Now this game is coming out November 15th, 2019. So just as I thought, because the new movie is going to be coming out around December of this year, so a month before the movie comes, the new movie releases. Now, I'm not a Star Wars fan. I'm not really much of a Star Wars fan, but I like the movies, but I haven't played much of the games. The last one I played was the one from the old PS1 or the PSX that you can probably think of as the fighting game that had Chewbacca. Darth Vader was one of the best characters literally in the game. You can play Chewbacca, Luke Skywalker, Chewbacca, and then some other characters as well. But I forgot the other fighters. It was a PS1 game. That was the last Star Wars game I really played hands-on. But from watching this, I got Uncharted vibes. I got Prince of Persia vibes from watching the gameplay. And Tomb Raider, a little bit of, I would say Assassin's Creed from the combat mechanics with the, just from seeing the gameplay here. So we got to see 15 minutes of it. And I think I want to play this game. I think I want to get this game, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Now, and I know a lot of people are waiting for this because this was a game that they announced from last year's E3. They didn't really share much detail because they didn't really have anything to show, but it's different this year. So you get to see 15 minutes of this amazing gameplay of this Star Wars game, and I'm pretty excited for it. And if you guys, even if you guys are not a Star Wars fan, you would probably want to check it out. It looks just that good. But they showcase skill points that I have here. Skill points you're going to see in this 15 minutes of gameplay. Skill points, counters to different to the enemies with the different force. Different abilities that you use with the force on the enemies, the combat, and then the little bot on his back. I already forgot his name. That can be used to progress as you get through the stage and the levels and stuff like that to unlock doors that are locked and that need a passcode or whatever to get through. And as you climb, and the platform just made me think of, I think mostly I got the Uncharted feeling from watching the 15-minute gameplay. So you guys can check that out as well. And something else I'm going to mention, I'm going to link you guys over there to their press conference so you guys can check it out. You don't have to watch the whole few hours of the stream. You can just skip between because they showcase different individual games. So you can go to your favorite game or the game that stands out and interests you the most. You can just be able to go through that from there instead of just watching me talk. So the next game, Apex Legends, we have Season 2 announced. So a couple things to go through. We got the new legend, new battle pass. I'm going to give you guys the details for that listed. And let's get it started. So we already know Season 2 is already going to come out. And our release date for Apex Legends Season 2 is July 2nd. So they showcase legendary they talked about the Legendary Hunt event, which is going to have experience boosts where you can be able to progress faster on your tiers throughout the season, and this new detail about placing top 5 will give you the access to earn the Apex Elite Q to play that mode. And with that, you're gonna have to unlock that. You're gonna have to place top 5 in your matches, or at least in your match, and you'll be able to get that ability, that access ability to get onto that mode, to be able to be matched with those players that probably place the same and maybe just around your skill level, just as good as you are, or maybe put in more time into the game compared to you. But you're definitely going to be racking up wins when you get into this elite queue, and then tougher, more difficult, skilled players, I'm sure it's going to be in there. It's like rank play. I can basically think of it. See how Call of Duty has rank play and some rank matches that you can get, and or the competitive modes and other first-person shooters out there. You're going to be able to get into this kind of rank play when you queue up against the elite. So that's going to be really crazy. So they talked about daily, weekly challenges, new skins that they showcased, double XP, just like I just talked about. Double XP weekends already started. It started June 7th, so it's already taking place now. So you can jump into that to get your grind on. A new weapon called the L-Star. That's already from. They said it's from Titanfall 2. And so now it's going to be in Apex Legends. Now, something particular, just there's one catch with this weapon. You're not going to be able to find it randomly, no matter where you land on the map. And they didn't talk about any coming out with a new map. I would like to see a new map for this instead of just playing on Kings Canyon. But with the L-Star, you can only get this weapon, this full automatic, in a care package or a supply drop. So now, since I can already see it. Once the new season comes out, everybody's going to be rushing for that care package. And it's just going to be a battle royale. It's an all-out war just for the care package, just to get that gun. And it looks really good, and looks like a powerful weapon that everyone's going to probably try to be gunning for those supply drops, gunning for the airdrops as soon as it comes up, and trying to get there as quick as they can. So that's going to be really hectic, trying to get the L-Star, this new weapon, out of the care package. So that's our only new weapon that they showcased and talked about. So you guys should check that out. And they said he also talked about 2 new hop-ups, but he said they're going to talk about that later. We'll find out more details about that at a later date. And you'll be able to craft your own legendary of your choosing for this new season. They showed off a couple of skins for the weapons. Prince of Darkness skin for one of the legends, I think was Caustic, had the Prince of Darkness skin, and then the Iron Rampage skin was one of the weapon skins that you'll be able to get as you tier up, and you'll be able to see them come up on your tiers. All different types of stuff. Just a couple skins. Just a couple skins. They show everyone. Rain mode, just like I talked about, and one detail for that, bronze. It's going to start you from bronze, and then the max rank is going to be Apex Predator. New battle pass. So that's the new battle pass details. Now we're going to talk about the new legend, because this was the last portion of the Apex Legend section for EA Play. So the new legend, the 10th legend, is going to be Wattson. Perfect for third parties. I have listed here. So let's talk about her abilities, because she's going to be out during the season 2. There's no other legends besides her. So just one new legend included for season 2. They showcased electrical defenses that she can place on the map, and they're going to be really good for defensive. So if you get in after a gunfight, you're trying to recover, she's going to have different abilities, not even just the defenses. Even if you're just camped out chilling in the zone, and you already got there really early. Let's say you have a Pathfinder and you get to the beacon, you already know where that zone is going to be. You can already get into that zone, that green circle, before everyone else, and get your defenses set up with Wattson, with your whoever teammate or random that you're playing with, who's playing as Wattson, can set up those defenses for you guys to get ready. Say it's the last circle, maybe you guys it's a squad v squad, only 2 squads left, or maybe just one more squad remaining. You just want to get your defenses set up. She's perfect for that. And then she also has this I think they said pylon ability, a pylon ability where she can create a fortress that restores your shields, and it gives you a huge opportunity to heal, to recover, to reload your guns. And if you don't have any, I guess, shield batteries or shield cells, you can use her fortress ability to build this fortress to to recover your shields and all that stuff. And you can get really prepped and ready along with her defenses. She can plant like 12 nodes on the map and they all can connect to each other. So that's going to be really helpful. And some other ways I was just thinking about is that maybe someone can just put a launchpad ultimate over it, but it stops that. It prevents all that. And then not only with this fortress, that ability that she has that she can do, it stops the arc stars. It's like a trophy system in one as well. Like it stops the arc stars, it stops grenade spam, all that stuff. So you guys can check that out if you want to. I think she's gonna be the best, arguably the best legend when she comes out. Everybody's gonna be picking her. But the bad thing about it, you just gotta hope you get lucky enough to get first pick. If you're not playing with friends or you're playing with randoms, you gotta hope that you can pick that character before they do, and then so you can get a chance to play as her. That's something I don't like. If someone picks your character, they're not gonna get off of it. It's gonna be too late, and you have to wait till the next round. Just go to a plan B or someone else that you can play to try to help you win to survive the battle royale. But something else that stood out to me was the backstory that they talked about when they showcased Wattson. So you'll be able to see her abilities and what she can do as well during the stream as you guys scroll through. But she has her little backstory. So just some information, quick information about her backstory. She and her father basically created the arena that they were talking about. They're the creators of the arena, and they're the ones. She's the one that can really reunite the legends. Where's the other backstory for the other legends? Wraith Bloodhound, Gibraltar Lifeline, and the other characters. I would like to see other backstories for them. That was something I would like to, that I talked about before about this for this game. We don't know anything about these legends. Why are they there? How did they get the abilities that they have? How did they all come about, and how did they come together? Did they meet each other along the way? That'd be something that would be cool to be included for Apex Legends. We get to play and see their own backstories, but we're just picking the characters and using them on the battlefield. That's something I would like to see them do. Because I think this is the only character that has her own backstory. But let's get to Battlefield. That's all that Apex Legends news. So now to the Battlefield section of the news. We got new maps. For some of you guys who still play Battlefield 5, who knows who got it. Maybe some of you guys don't play it anymore. Or probably don't even play the series anymore. But for me, I want a Battlefield Bad Company 3. I'm putting it out there. I would like to see that. But they're just adding more stuff for Battlefield 5. I still play Battlefield Bad Company 2 that's over 8 years old. But the new maps, we got Merida, Al Sedan, and they talked about Operation Underground. So I was a little bit confused. I'm thinking the two maps, Merida and Al Sedan, comes out June 27. But I don't know if that's the same date that goes with Operation Underground. And then the map, just some updates for the game that's gonna be included. They're increasing the rank, the level rank, the current match rank for Battlefield 5 is level 50. Now they're gonna increase it to 500. Who's gonna get to level 500? I just wonder who's gonna go that far into the rank for this game. So no, that's our little update. And then they talked about private games releasing in September, and then they showcased Chapter 5 that's going to be coming out October of this month. Well, of this year. I want to say of this month. When is October? June, the same month. Chapter 5 is coming October 2019. But that's our Battlefield 5 news. Now let's get to FIFA 20. Because I knew they were going to show this. Talk about this. So they talked about Vault to Football coming summer 2019. It's just a whole different experience of, I guess, of football that they showcase. And just again, you guys can check and scroll through the stream because each session was about 30 minutes, a half-hour session per game that they shared and talked about. New attacking and defending tools. They're going to improve the AI, and they talked about composed finishing, which gives you more chances to score against the goalkeeper. Strafe dribbling. Just some new features that's going to be included in FIFA 20. For all you guys who love to play FIFA out there, football fans and soccer fans. Strafe dribbling, control tackling system, a new free kick system that lets you they showed it. You can pick where you want to kick it, and you can have just a spin on the ball, and just some different ways that you can turn it, how it's going to curve, just different things. They didn't show every new feature because they said there's going to be many more that's going to be experienced in FIFA 20. Penalty kicks. Different changes to penalty kicks, ball movement, and physics feature. So the ball is going to be able to have different movements as you kick it and dribble it on the field, all types of stuff. And just like they mentioned, many more will be included in the game. So they didn't really want to show everything. They didn't really have time to show every single thing that's going to be in it. This game is going to be set to release September 27th, and then if you get EA access, it's going to release September. You'll be able to get it September 19th. So I'll be listing that in the description. They talked a little bit about it, but I missed some of the information about this. Cataclysm update for PC test is out now, so I guess they're trying to improve the game. I didn't buy Anthem. I'm gonna get to the next game, and I'm glad I didn't. Madden NFL 20. So this looks better. I think this is gonna be the best Madden game that's gonna come out soon. New career campaign that they showcased, and they said you could pre-order. If you pre-order the Superstar Edition, you can play 3 days early. I think I missed the official date for this because I don't think they mentioned it. They're bringing back the Pro Bowl to Madden NFL 20. A scenario engine. It's going to have a scenario, just some different features, a lot of different features and exclusive abilities from the players. Some of these players, I think a lot of people are going to be picking these teams on purpose just because of their abilities. Wait till you hear these. So let's get to the scenario engine where you can improve your players' ratings. They showcase that. There's going to be new playbooks, like the Raiders, for example. The Raiders playbook is going to be available in the game. And then as they find out more, as they see more throughout the games and different playbooks, they're going to add those particular plays in the game too. So I think that's pretty sweet. Playbooks, already talked about that. Ultimate missions, which is going to include challenges for what you can do, like completing 5 passes, just all sorts of variety of challenges. X Factor abilities, and this is what I'm talking about, these different abilities and superstar abilities from the players just to showcase. And I'm going to have a little bit of some information on what they can do just in case you guys miss it for those interested in this game. Satellite abilities, like satellite, that increases the success rate of possession. Running back apprentice for that gives you more hot zone routes, or the particular player. The superstar abilities like Double Me increases the success rate of aggressive possessions, and then just all these different other perks that I'm going to show you guys, just talk about. But really quickly, the closed beta they discussed, they gave out some codes for those at the show. But the closed beta for this game starts June 14th through the 16th, if you guys can get in. They said it's some different ways that you can get the closed beta codes from social platforms or social media. I'm not sure about how to get one of those, unless you'll probably, I wonder if you can be able to pre-order. If you pre-order, you can probably get a beta code, but I don't think that's true. Let's get to the other exclusive just abilities from the players. Like Bazooka, for example, that's exclusive to Patrick Mahomes from the Kansas City Chiefs. I think people are going to be picking this team, one of the teams that people are going to purposely pick. It's only for him. It's only for this player in particular. Like, take a look at this. He has the Bazooka perk that increases, or the Bazooka ability that increases maximum throw distance. Escape Artist for increased agility. The Red Zone Dead Eye, which allows for perfect accuracy when you're about to get ready to throw a pass into the touchdown, which is basically the red zone. He's going to get perfect accuracy. And then other players like Aaron Donald, for example, has another ability called Fearmonger, and he can apply significant pressure to the quarterbacks. So see how I just talked about a quarterback, Patrick Mahomes from the Kansas City Chiefs. If you're using someone like Aaron Donald and some other players that's probably going to have this ability called Fearmonger, it's going to counter his abilities. So you're going to want to use particular abilities of particular players to counter these different abilities for these quarterbacks. So you're going to have to know and just memorize, and just, I think some people are going to probably counterfeit. There will be counterfeit teams and players. Well, if I'm going to pick Kansas City Chiefs, you're probably going to pick a different team to counter. So you're going to want to have a team of a player that has that ability to counter, like this Fearmonger ability. So some other features to wrap up the Madden session. Signature player and passing animation is going to be added into, like Aaron Rodgers. The Aaron Rodgers quick release is going to be in it. It's going to be very realistic with their what they actually do in the game, in the real life NFL games. So that's going to be included. The pump fake mechanic showcase with the Steelers, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then new players are going to be added. And they said it's going to be 200. It's going to be 221 basically, they said, since they talk about RPO plays, RPO is just one of the new plays. 220 new plays are going to be available. Over 220 new plays are going to be available in the game for you guys to experience. Player ratings, last but not least, player ratings and mana ratings adjusters. So they're going to give certain players that way the ratings can match up to the players, so it's realistic of how good they really are. So they're probably, I don't know if it's going to be adjusted as the season goes down, so if they don't play well, the rating might go down. I'm not sure how that's going to really work, but that's all our little session for NFL, Madden NFL. So just like I mentioned with all the different abilities, I'm going to have those listed as well, just everything I can possibly gather for all the different superstar abilities for the players and stuff. So it's going to be many more, I'm sure, but it's just going to be all about picking the right team and just being able to figure out your opponent. And they said it's just a game of chess. Just trying to just figure out, am I using the right player against my opponent? Am I going to pick what's a good team to pick to counter their abilities, etc. So the last session was the Sims 4. So this is pretty cool. So they showed some different. They announced a new DLC pack, Island Living pack, coming July 16th on the PC. What this is going to showcase, open water. You can do. They showed open water gameplay. Just have it listed here. Open water gameplay. You can swim, float, snorkeling, and then suntanning, different beach activity, hanging out with the dolphins and stuff. Some of you guys that play Sims out there might be excited for this. And you can create your own style mermaid and create and style your own mermaid. And then they announced the Sims 4 mosquito stuff pack that's coming out later this summer. And then probably wonder, what's the next? Oh, that's not till you're probably like, well, that's not till the Island Living pack is not till July 16th, so it's just another month from now. But I said the closest one, but the next one that's going to be followed up to that one is coming out later this fall. The next the next one after that is going to be Realm of Magic. So that's the next Sims 4 pack after the Island Living pack. So that's going to be coming this fall. So that's our EA Play conference. So they didn't even show anything about NBA. At least I don't think they did. They didn't talk about NBA 2K. NBA 2K and NBA Live. That's something that they usually talk about sports. That's everything they really talk about. EA Sports is in the game, but it's no NBA Live, no NBA 2K news. But I'm sure they're probably gonna show that later this year. But they probably don't have time for that, so they just ended up just showcasing a couple games, and every game had their own little half-hour session. So you guys will be able to pick and choose what you guys want to watch. You want to watch Sims? You can go watch that. You just check out the Sims content. You guys can scroll through that, which was the last portion of the conference, and then Apex Legends Season 2, Battlefield 5, and then we had Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and then what else on it? Madden and FIFA 20. That was it. That was all our games. So you guys will be able to pick and choose what you guys are excited for. A nice little cool way to kick it off. I'm really excited for that Star Wars game, to be honest. And I kind of want to play The Sims. I'm not even going to lie. But I don't know what you guys are really excited for, but this is a nice way to kick it off. No other conferences today, but I'm not going to really be streaming because we got loads of more conferences to cover. This is just the beginning, so thankfully it's only one because I was very long with just a lot of details to share with each individual game that they had to showcase. And I don't even know what they're going to do with Anthem, but I'm not going to buy it. They can improve it as much as they want to. I'm still not going to buy Anthem.